Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with the chapter Evans Tries an O-Level, written by Colin Dexter. And today I'm going to talk about the summary of the chapter. I'll be giving you the gist of the chapter in short, and I'll be talking about the different characters of the story. Now, children, the main characters in the story are Evans, who is the main protagonist. He's the criminal. He's a very pleasant young man, and he's not a die-hard criminal. He's not a violent person. He's just a kleptomaniac. That is, a person who is having a reoccurring urge to steal. He has not done any violence. He is good at imitation and had been part of Christmas concerts. He is called a prison breaker since he had escaped prison thrice with the help from a couple of friends, and he is very sharp-witted. Then we have the governor, an officer of average intelligence but very confident, and he is a very poor judge of character. Then we have Jackson, who is a very intelligent and experienced police officer. He is very kind-hearted. He is not very intelligent otherwise as far as Evans is concerned. As such, he is very intelligent. He is having a lot of presence of mind, but he is not able to outwit the intelligence of Evans. Then we have Stephens. He is a new recruit to the police. Then we have McCleary. McCleary is basically supposed to be the invigilator, because Evans is taking test of O-level German language. Now let's talk about the summary. Now Evans is a prison breaker who is used to having the last laugh. After breaking out of prison thrice, he is in prison a fourth time. He decides to break away a fourth time and is again successful. He did so by desiring to have some sort of academic qualification while serving his imprisonment. For this, he wanted to take the O-level examination in German. For this, a German teacher was provided to him by the jail authorities, who used to come every day and give him tuitions of German language. Now the examination was arranged in his cell itself. A clergy named McCleary, was appointed to invigilate for the examination. The governor himself supervises all the security arrangements, lest the prisoner might escape during the exam. Two prison officers were deputed to keep an eye on him. The person left with all the papers after the exam got over. However, later it was discovered that Evans had escaped in the guise of parson. Now everybody was thinking that this was just an effort of Evans to learn German, but it was a mistake on the part of the authorities to believe Evans. Evans had badly wounded the parson behind the prison cell. The parson tells that he knew where Evans might be found. At once he was sent in a police van to catch the prisoner. Since the parson was bleeding profusely, he was taken to a hospital on the way. Later it was found that no wounded parson had ever come to the hospital. Now it was known and realized that Evans had not escaped in the guise of the parson, McCleary. He had stayed in and befooled the entire prison staff. The blood flowing from his head had not been his own blood. It was rather pig's blood that McCleary had cleverly managed to bring in. Similarly, McCleary was not the parson. The real parson, McCleary, was tied by some men in his room since morning. Now, towards the end of the story, the governor got hold of Evans in a hotel room. Handcuffed Evans was sent away with the prison officer in the prison van. Now once again, Evans got the better of the governor. Both the prison officer and the prison van had been part of the plan mastered by Evans' good friends. Evans had been able to escape from prison 3 times earlier also. Once again, he became a free bird. Due to this reason, the prison officers used to call him Evans the Break. So when we see the story, we come to the conclusion that even without use of any violence, only by using his mind, his wit and his meticulous planning, Evans is able to defy all laws and befool the authorities of the prison. And again, we see that Evans is again a free bird. Children, what we need to understand is, see, mostly the question comes about the character sketch of Evans. And we need to understand that Evans is not a die-hard criminal. He's just a kleptomaniac. He is just stealing again and again, and he's put behind the bars. And he never uses violence. He uses his mind, his brain, planning, and is very friendly, very polite with people. So all these points are to be kept in mind when we study this chapter. Thank you for today. Thank you.